Hello and welcome back to the Okeechobee Library's channel. I'm Araceli, and today we are in week 4 of summer reading, which focuses on fairy tales. So today we are going to be making a fairy in a jar lantern. So it's pretty simple and fun. It just takes a little bit of finesse and a lot of glue. So we're just going to show you how to do that now. So for that, you're going to need a little clear jar. It's better if it's smooth on the surface so that the tissue paper applies easier. And with that in mind, you also need tissue paper. You need glue, some type of plate or dish so you can pour your glue out, a paintbrush to paint the glue on. Glitter is an optional added thing if you want to make it a little sparklier and more fairy-like. You need some kind of little fairy design. We already have this one cut out that we just found on the internet. We also need twine, again, to adorn the jar, so that is optional if you would like it. And you need some kind of light. You can use a tea light, or we are using these little fairy string lights. And that is it, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take your paper plate and you're going to uncap your glue. Just pour a little bit of it out. Okay, so then you're going to take your paintbrush and you're going to uncap your jar. And then you're going to take your fairy and you're going to dip your paintbrush in your glue and you're going to paint the front of your fairy. We want this on the black part, not the white part, so that we can stick it facing out the correct way. Okay, and then you're going to take her and then just stick her into the inside flap of the jar. You're going to take your tissue paper and measure it so that you don't have too much more bigger than the jar is, and just cut out the amount of tissue paper that you would need for your jar. So then to start affixing the tissue paper on here, you're going to again take your paintbrush and take your glue and just start painting the outside of the jar. And then you're going to start gluing your tissue paper down and smoothing it down onto the glue that you just applied. And you're just going to do that all the way around. And so for the bottom, we're just going to apply glue on the bottom too and just smush the overlap down. So we forgot to apply the glitter before, so you can do that when the glue is still wet if you'd like, or you can just come back later and just again take your glue and just put it like around the outside of the fairy, and then just apply some glitter around there. And then the last thing before we put the light inside is to take your twine and cut a little string to adorn around the top of it. So it's just gonna have a little bow like that, if you can see it. And then our last step is to turn out the lights and turn these lights on and then add them in there. And there you go, there is your fairy lantern. So that is how you make your fairy in a jar lantern. You can use it as a nightlight at night when you're sleeping if you'd like. And like I said earlier, this is part of our summer reading program, so we are going to have new videos every Tuesday through Saturday until the end of our program. So check back for more art crafts like this one or take-home crafts. We're also going to be having kid-friendly recipes and DIY game tutorials to try to make at home, and some STEM activities to see if you can experiment and become a math scientist. So if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye.